All right, so let's see if this works. I'm going to go ahead and create a renewal offer for Rodrigo and Sarah. The information doesn't really matter because I'm going to cancel it in the end. I need to make sure that the offer is valid, so I'm going to switch this to the 10th through the 9th of January, so we know that obviously it's valid. Um, Rates are fine. So normally you would hit save and email. Don't really need to do that in this case. I just hit save and close. You can know I did it that you did it correctly because it will say pending renewal, which means they have an offer outstanding. So now I am going to log into their account. And it should say that they have an offer to select. You have a renewal notice, there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and click into it. Now we know so far this was how it was working. What we want to know is whether or not it's going to push us right to the documents. So yeah, that's fine. That's going to ask us to confirm the information. Yep. We go ahead and continue. So this is actually a good sign that it's taking this long, because typically that means the system is getting the form ready, which it did. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and it should take you directly into it. Now the interesting thing is DocuSign is actually integrated for their signature features, so they're still using DocuSign. You guys just aren't having to manage it on your own. So we're going to go ahead and agree and hit continue. Now what I don't like is the signature is just it's the default in the system. So it's not going to match up to their signature. That should not really matter. Um, but if it does, we can maybe do something like resonant signature below, like a line right here or something, so that there's some sort of recognition for it. Because even the owner's signature is going to be somewhere over here whenever you guys do it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hit start. Then you would sign it and enter it, adopt and sign. You'd go ahead and hit finish. Okay, so it's now been signed. And now the nice thing about this is it will actually prompt them to modify their recurring payment if they have one set up, so that they can make it match the new rate, which is a really nice feature. Okay, so that looks like it's working. Where we're now curious is if you have multiple people that are responsible. So in this case, Sarah would actually need to log in as well and sign it. I don't want to change her information to verify, but she should have to do that as well. And it will look like this inside their packet. So we'll say who has signed it. We can see the status right here. And it will say that Sarah has been sent, but she has not signed it yet, which is really nice because this way you don't accidentally countersign it prior to her signing it. So once you have all the signatures, that's when you would actually go ahead and mark that and hit sign documents. Now, it's not going to let you do it. If Sarah was sitting right in front of you, and they had a portal, they can actually hit sign now. They would have to enter their portal login information, and it would let you continue. And at that point, you should be able to countersign it yourself. I actually don't have rights to countersign on your property, so I'm not seeing that option, but you do it under here. Now, you should be getting notifications through your email when people are accepting the offers, so you can monitor it that way. I believe there was also a section under your today's page, which if you don't have it, we can add it. It should be called documents awaiting signature. And we're instead of my documents, we're going to do all documents. And there's this one, Sarah S. Tapia. It says signature has been updated. So I would never just assume everything's right and hit sign notes, what I would do is I would actually click on the packet so that it would take me into the packet so I can see what's missing. But it's a good summary spot to manage it. So it looks like at this point that should work. However, I do want to actually oops, print the form just to verify that it's generating correctly. This one is going to look a little off because it's an employee unit. We don't have an employee discount code tied to this. So this isn't accurate for this account, but normally it would not be a problem. Normally, if they had anything else secondary, it would be factored in just fine. And everything else looks correct, so you should be good.